there, let's talk tools. We're gonna talk brushes, we're gonna talk sprays, and we're gonna talk the Perfector sponge. All right, real quick. All these tools by any line is always gonna have a designed purpose. This one, for example, is designed for applying powder. It's nice and dense, but soft, and it's angled so you can really reach under your eye here and press the powder in to cement your brightening highlight into place all day. That being said, it's also really good for applying your main highlight. If I use this brush to apply my entire face of makeup, I would probably use the flat end to apply my highlight and the more angled end for detail work such as contour. I would also apply this end to blend in blush, tap on powdered bronzer, or I could use it to tap on powder or cream illuminator. So it's designed for one thing, which is powder. I personally like to keep my brushes that apply powder and cream separate because it just creates a big mess when I mix the two. If you get the powder brush along with the Vanilla Dust setting powder, you will save at least $10 buying them in a bundle. So I highly recommend you look into that. Now, the other brush that I really like, this is one of my favorite, it's called the Buff brush. Again, all the brushes are double-ended. They have various, this one has both dense and small angles, but this end is bigger than this end. So it's nice, you can get into small creases and crevices. You can do contour. It's easy to do nose contour as well because you can put the contour just on the edge. And because of how dense the brush is, this brush has at least twice as many bristles as this big fluffy one, just squeezed tight together, which means it picks up more product, but when I blend it onto my skin, it gives me a beautiful airbrushed finish. Definitely keep Buff brush in mind. The denser the brush, the more coverage. The lighter and fluffier the brush, the lighter the coverage. So if you have mature skin and you really don't want a lot of that makeup to get into your creases and crevices, consider one of the lighter brushes. Maybe you just like the more natural look and letting your freckles shine through. The blend brush is our lightest one, and the blush and bronzer is kind of next lightest, if you will. The blush and bronzer brush is one of my favorites once again. The stubby end is designed for tapping on blush, and the fluffy end is designed to fluff on some bronzer. I love this for blending. If I put too much blush on, for example, I just swirl a little bit and it picks up and redistributes the color without making a mess of my face, and it just beautiful results. How many times, how many makeups can you actually put on too much blush, fix it without taking everything off? Not much. Cream is quite forgiving. You can do your whole face with one brush. It doesn't matter which one. You can do your highlight, your contour, your blush, all of it with one brush. This one, if I did my whole face, I would use the stubby end for my highlight, blending my blush. I would probably use my finger for just applying the contour and then blending it with the same end, or I could just squeeze it to get those details and get it skinnier looking. This end, I would do blending as well as bronzer. For the blend brush, this one, like I said, you can do your whole face. I would do maybe my highlight with the fluffy end and the contours with the small end. This end is also really nice to get into the creases and nooks and crannies around under eyes, for example, around the nostrils. You can do your eyeshadow. You can apply lip stuff with it. I like to use this little fluffy end to tap on my powder illuminator so that it's not too in your face, but just the perfect amount. Look at that. Instant glow. All right. Usually, if you are looking to add a brush, you'll ask me, which brush should I get? And I'm going to ask you, sorry, now I have a hair stuck here. What are you looking to achieve? If you don't quite know, because maybe you haven't used makeup for a year thanks to COVID, maybe you're just used to using a Perfector sponge and you haven't really played around with tools before, I will recommend the 3D brush. The 3D brush goes with the 3D makeup. This is the original brush, and it's designed to do your highlight and your contour. Personally, after just using it, practicing, trying it different ways, playing with it, I prefer the way my makeup looks when I apply it with the stubby end and the pointy end for contour. It gives me nice detail for applying the contour, whereas this rounder, stubbier end is great for tapping on my highlight and blending my lip and cheeks. I applied my highlight with this brush today, so just as a reference of what it would look like. If you can afford 2 brushes, the bigger ones run between $35 and $36. Keep in mind you get 2 brushes for the price of 1 always. I would get the Detail, because this is my absolute favorite brush to do contour with, and the blush and bronzer. You can do so many things with these 2 brushes and not cross-contaminate. And they're super easy to throw in a bag when you go traveling. Detail, again, it has a nice small end for under eyes. You can do eyeshadow, you can do very detailed nose contouring, you can apply your lip, you can do nice blending, you can do very detailed fine cheekbones. The Detail hack is great. You can apply your main highlight with this as well, but based on how the bristles are and how they're shaped and designed, personally, I find it a little difficult to spread the main highlight around, but that is a personal preference more so than, you know, what the brush is designed to do. If we look at these little brushes here, we have the line brush, which is a must-have if you do your eyebrows or winged eyeliners. We have the multitasker, which, holy cow, I keep coming up with new ways to use this tool. Apply a lipstick, do lip liner. I did my nose contour with this. I can fill in my brow. I can do tight lining. I can do wing tips. I can spot treat my blemishes. I can, what else have I done with this thing? I've done everything with this thing. I won it at a party before I was an artist. I don't know that I would ever have bought it myself. It's only $18, but thank goodness I won it because it's one of my absolute favorite tools. There's not a day go by that I don't use the multitasker. Our 2 eyeshadow brushes, we have the blend brush and we have the eyeshadow brush. Eyeshadow brush, if you have to choose just one of them, this one will replace every single eyeshadow brush that you have. We have a pointy, denser dome end, and we have a fluffier end. This one's great for applying color, blending, in the crease. You can do so many things. And then this one does more detailed work, such as you can do. If you like to use eyeshadow as an eyeliner, you can put it on the bottom lash line. You can do a deeper crease. You can do smudging on the side. What's it called? Smoky eye. You can get it detailed right under a brow bone if you want to add a little color over there. This eyeshadow brush will do it all. The blend brush, it's bigger, so it has a bigger, fluffier, again, dome end. So similar to the eyeshadow brush, but you can see the size difference, much bigger. And then this one, again, is flatter, and so it's narrow, and then it's rounded and flat. What did I say? When it's a denser brush, it picks up more color, which applies it more pigmented on your eye. So this one is for blending and smudging, smoky eyes, fantastic. They work great as a team. If you just can afford one, consider the eyeshadow brush. When it comes to makeup, any makeup, but especially cream makeup goes on your skin and it doesn't dry up. It doesn't get soaked up by your skin, so you need to set it with something in the areas where you make expressions. Around the nose maybe, or the oily zone, so between the brows, nostrils, and chin. I like setting it under my eyes as well because hopefully I smile a lot and sometimes I frown a lot. Depends on how my kids are going. So you want to use a stay spray. Now, we haven't talked about the Perfector sponge yet. I run it under water, squeeze it out, it'll quadruple in size, and it'll be as soft as cotton candy. I like to do 2 birds, one stone. Take my Stay Spray, spritz 2 times, 3 times on the sponge, and then before I apply the powder, just dab all over my face. What does it do? It presses the product onto my skin so it stays on longer. The sponge itself will suck up any extra product, especially if I have some right here where my creases and crevices are, so it won't pool in here over the course of the day. The Stay Spray I put on it is going to be transferred onto my skin, setting my makeup, leaving it looking flawless all day long. I have a white mask and I have very little makeup transfer on it thanks to the Stay Spray. The Stay Spray is $29. It's pretty pricey, but this one bottle, it's actually a size which is TSA approved, so A, and B, it smells amazing. Every time I smell I spray it on, or the brush cleaning spray, my kids ask me, they say it smells like Oreo cookies. But there are many out there. This one is by NYX, for example. Doesn't smell like anything. It's pretty good. I noticed that this one does keep the makeup off the mask a little bit better. I like the mist, the way this sprays, and I think it's about $6 or $9, $6 on Amazon. So try them out. You can go pricier, you can go cheaper. There's lots of products in between. One of these lasts me good 6 months plus. So when it comes to daily value, it's not that pricey. Now, Houdini brush cleaning spray. Another one that I enjoy is called Felix. This one's $9. It has no smell and it works well. I feel like whereas I can do 2 pumps of this and just a couple swirly swirls, my brush smells amazing, and it has brush conditioner in it in addition to sanitizing, so they both have alcohol that sanitizes the bacteria in my brushes. This one works really well, but it does require a little extra swirling and twirling. So here's what I do. I always shake a spray. If it's in a spray bottle, always shake it. I can spray directly on my brush, or what I like to do is I just pick a cleanish part of my microfiber cloth here. 1, 2, yeah, okay. Take my dirty brush, okay? See that? And we swirl. And the product comes off right away. You don't need to clean your brushes after every single use. There's absolutely no need for that. However, I do recommend you clean your brushes at least once a week because there is oils and bacteria that gets harbored in these puppies. And look, good as new. It's white. White, white, white. Let's do it on the other side here. 2 sprays. Here's another dirty brush. Is one of them dirtier? Maybe that had more contour. Which one's dirtier? That one. Sprayed. And I wish you had a smellogram right now. It smells so good. It's not overwhelming though. When I say that they smell like cotton candy or, what did I say? Oreo cookies, they're not overwhelming. Look at that. It's white. Absolutely amazing. And like I told you, with the creams, there's no residue and extra stuff inside. So you don't waste product and you don't have to worry about the mess in there. If you have any questions about the tools, what they're used for, when to use them, what tool you should get, you can ask me directly. But I hope this video helped. Bye.